Okay, let's start this video off with a nice quick little message. My exams are now finished. For now anyway, I don't have any more for like a year, but at least they're finished for now. And that's pretty much all I have to say. That was kind of irrelevant, but it was very important. I think I'll skip to the next question for various reasons which will become apparent to you in the near future. Skipping to the next question. Well, I don't really like wrestling that much, to be fully honest here. I mean, I'm not really like most of the other reviewers on YouTube who like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm not really that bothered about them. And most of the reviewers like wrestling, and I'm not really bothered about it. So here I am, having my own personal opinions and not being like all the other reviewers, and not really liking wrestling that much, because it's just not that great, really. It's not that exciting. It's obviously staged. I mean, if it wasn't staged, it would be a bit more exciting, but since it is staged, it's just a heap of crap, really. But I can see why people would watch it, but I respect that opinion. I just don't find it really that entertaining. Well, actually, it didn't trick me at all, because I knew it was April Fool's Day, and generally a lot on April Fool's Day, game websites and game reviewers and stuff try to trick people with April Fool's Day videos, and one of them actually was Smosh made one, saying they'd get sued for £1 million. However, that didn't trick me, because I kept it in my head that it was April Fool's Day and there was something fishy going on. So, and also then there was the Zelda Preview, which I kept in mind that it was April Fool's Day, and then I saw how low budget the film was, which just made me say, okay, this is definitely an April Fool's Day video. And then to sum it all up, and to completely confirm that it was an April Fool's Day video, they fucking said it comes out on April the 1st. Linkin Park, the band that created the genre rap rock. And what do I think of rap rock? I think it was fucking retarded. Why would you combine rock with rap? I mean, rock is like the best genre of music, and rap is like the worst genre of music. So fitting the best genre of music with the worst genre of music is going to create a pile of garbage. Why did they even fucking do it? It's like rap rock is one of the 3 genres which has ruined the very original rock, which was the best. And those 3 genres I'm talking about are rap rock, thrash metal, and death metal, which have completely bitchified the rock music industry for the worst. I mean, back in the original days, we had stuff like the Rolling Stones, Deep Purple, AC/DC, Pink Floyd, Aerosmith, ZZ Top. Who else did we have? Let's have a look on here. I can name heaps. Kiss, we had Aerosmith, we've already said them, Status Quo, Motorhead, Alice Cooper, Thin Lizzy, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. We had heaps of the original genre of rock, but nowadays it seems to just be stuff like death metal, thrash metal, and now and again rap rock, although not so much. All of the genres I hate the most. So, I mean, none of you have to agree with me here, of course. That is just my very, very personal opinion there, because I only like the very original genre of rock, which was actually rock and not like death rock or anything like that. Just plain and simply rock. So, that was my opinion on that. I use a Windows XP. I do not want to upgrade to Vista because Vista is shit. And I don't want a Mac, or any Mac really, because Macs are gay. So, yeah, Windows XP really. Well, I don't think that it will ever be as good as those days ever again, because as soon as Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was released, Sega probably said, "Alright boys, Sonic 3 has just been released. So from this point on, it goes downhill." And you know what? That is exactly what fucking happened. As soon as Sonic 3 was released, everything went downhill from that point on. And the whole Sonic series went straight down the shithole, and it kept going deeper and deeper down that shithole every year. I mean, last year, or the year before that, or whatever, we had Sonic and the Secret Rings, and to be honest with you, it wasn't even a Sonic game. It only is a Sonic game because it has the name Sonic slapped on the front cover and the character Sonic in it. They could have easily added any other character to that game and it wouldn't have made a difference. No one would notice. I mean, the gameplay is nothing like an average Sonic game. They could just shove any other fucking character in there and no one would know that it was meant to be a Sonic game because the gameplay is that different now. I mean, it's not like they're even focusing on the original gameplay anymore. They just keep coming out with new and new ideas which aren't working. It's like Sega can't make the jump from 2D to 3D properly. I don't think they know what they're doing with 3D. They've bitched Sonic up as soon as he went to 3D. But you know what? That is just me in my anger rant there. In a more peaceful note, there's a new one coming out where Sonic turns into a werewolf, so I have quite high hopes for that might pick up the pace again. Might pick up the pace, probably not, but oh well. And also, another note here, they also seem to care a lot more about who is actually voicing Sonic than the gameplay. So when that is the case, I don't have high hopes for any good Sonic game anymore. Ooh, a guitar. I wonder if I'm going to lift it up and play the start to AC/DC Back in Black and then put the guitar back down again and then say it is time for Guess That Game. Well, let's see if I do that. It's time for Guess That Game! So let's have a look at this week's Guess That Game. And if you think you know what that game is, then please send me a private message saying the name of the game. And if you don't send me a private message, then I will make you sit through 2 hours of Action 52 on the NES. And I'm dead serious, so you better make sure you send me a private message unless you actually want to sit through 2 hours of that dreadful, horrid, disgusting game. Last week's Guess That Game was Pokemon Colosseum on the Nintendo GameCube. And quite a lot of people guessed this one right, not much wrong guesses. Wasn't one of the hardest ones yet, but it wasn't one of the easiest ones either. So here are a look at the people who guessed that right. Nobody gonna take my car, I'm gonna race into the ground. Nobody gonna beat my car, it's gonna break the speeding sound. Oh, it's a killing machine, it's got everything. I can drive the power. But overall, the winner was Jaws 10. Extenders clap because we have a bit of time left to fill. Yeah, that'll do. And now for the random poll. And this week's random poll is a little bit ahead of the time because it is about E3. And E3 is a little while off yet, but it is slowly approaching. So I thought I might as well ask an E3 question right now. And this random poll is, which E3 game would you like to see the most on the following list? And on the list, I would probably say I would like to see a new F-Zero game the most. Because I would absolutely love to have a new F-Zero game on the Wii with Wi-Fi on it. That would just be incredible. So F-Zero for me. Last week's random poll, or should I say 2 weeks ago, was what do you think of YouTube's new change in design? Let's have a look at those splendid answers, shall we? Right, 33 people said that they liked it better before. What does that tell you, YouTube? You fucked up your design. 22 people said it's alright. Alright. 11 people said that they hate it. They hate it, YouTube. And 3 people, only 3, said that they love it. With a total of 69 votes. 69, my favourite number in the world for obvious reasons. So, by the looks of things, most people don't really like it that much. So, in conclusion, YouTube has fucked up big time. And now for the grand finale, which you've all been waiting for, the bit where I tell you about my reviews. So that Kingdom Hearts review, which I told you would be out a few weeks ago, isn't out yet because the school was a bitch and they gave us a lot of exams to do, which took up all my free time. So I haven't been able to work on the review at all this week, which has delayed things completely. However, tomorrow I am going to be working on it pretty much all day. I'll be getting a lot done for that review. So I'm hoping that it will be out sometime next week. I'm not going to give a specific date on this. It might be a little bit later than next week, but hopefully sometime next week.